Hello. I just want to wish you a happy New Year. Not yet. But by the way, I have a few things to show you, but mostly all my DVDs for WWE. I got this huge John Cena figure. I had my backstage brawl, but I can't bring it in right now. First, I need to put this away. I'll show you that away. Okay. Alright. So now I have my new I have my new WWE Championship. I got my John Cena wristbands and my hat, but my shirt is up in my room. Stop! That's it! I'm bringing the DVDs upstairs now!
No, it's okay. You can do it.
Fine. Okay, so we also got things from the arena for WWE in a Nassau Coliseum. Got this John Cena glow stick. Then we got this yes, yes, yes thing. Now, I'm now going to show you all my DVDs. Stop. Okay. So now my first one I have is Payback 2013 with Cena versus Ryback in a 3 Stages of Hell match for the WWE Championship. There's also Dean Ambrose versus Kane in a United States Championship match. Wade Barrett versus The Miz versus Curtis Axel in a triple threat match for the Intercontinental Championship. There is CM Punk and Paul Heyman discuss Ryback for special features and the history of the Shield, Team Hell No, and Randy Orton. The pre-show is not included in this match. I mean, in this DVD. And yes, the disc is made in Mexico. Wow. There was CM Punk versus Chris Jericho and CM Punk's epic return to WWE. It's a good match. It's good. Alright. So that Payback I got for Christmas. This next one was also a Christmas present. Money in the Bank 2013. And this was Rob Van Dam's return to the World Wrestling Entertainment. And then he competed in a Money in the Bank ladder match for the WWE Championship Money in the Bank contract. But you probably know Randy Orton won that match. There was also a World Heavyweight Championship for Money in the Bank match.
Money.
Stop! And Damien Sandow won that match. And do you want because Cody Rhodes got pushed from Damien Sandow on the ladder. There's also the Money in the Bank kickoff. Wow, for the special feature. It's Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns versus the Usos. There's Curtis Axel versus The Miz in an Intercontinental Championship match. There was John Cena versus Mark Henry. Cena won. And it's a good start because Money in the Bank is a great pay-per-view. This next one is another 2013 pay-per-view. WrestleMania 29. This is one of my favorite pay-per-views of all time, WrestleMania. But I didn't like last year's because you probably know Cena lost, The Rock won. But The Rock is okay. But I know he's the great one. So by the way, The Rock lost in this one, and Cena and Rock hugged, and then they shake hands. Then The Rock respected Cena by saluting him. So this also included The Rock versus John Cena, WWE Championship. Alberto Del Rio versus Jack Swagger in a World Heavyweight Championship match. Undertaker versus CM Punk. Yes, Undertaker definitely won because he's now 21-0 at WrestleMania, the streak. And yes, Rob Van Dam was also unlost at WrestleMania, and actually he's 5-0, I think. Triple H versus Brock Lesnar in an no-hold bar match. 6-man tag team match. Randy Orton, Sheamus, and Big Show versus The Shield. Ryback versus Mark Henry. Fandango's first ever match against Chris Jericho. Fandango won. Team Hell No, Daniel Bryan and Kane versus Dolph Ziggler and Biggie Langston. So, okay, but the special features are the entire Hall of Fame induction ceremony. There's the pre-show and then the post-show. That's pretty good. Alright, this next one is Extreme Rules 2012. This is a really good DVD. It has John Cena versus Brock Lesnar in an Extreme Rules match. Sheamus versus Daniel Bryan, which, yeah, you probably know Sheamus defeated Daniel Bryan in 18 seconds at WrestleMania 28. This was probably one of the best moments in WrestleMania history for Sheamus. 2 out of 3 falls match for the World Heavyweight Championship. Now that, I think Sheamus won that one. So I had to watch that. But I watched this entire match. Randy Orton versus Kane in a Falls Count Anywhere match. And Randy Orton did win that match. And here's what happened. Randy Orton trapped Paul Heyman, and then Paul Bearer, and then Kane trapped Orton's father, Bob Orton. And yes, it was a huge rivalry against Kane and Randy Orton, and also Kane defeated Randy at WrestleMania. And also CM Punk, WWE Champion, former, for 434 days, versus Chris Jericho in a Chicago street fight. Wow, these are really good matches here. And special features are Matt Striker interviewing CM Punk, and Extreme Rules was on April 29th, 2012. But Money in the Bank was on July 14th. WrestleMania was on April 7th, 2013. And Payback, I think, was on June 15th. No, June 16th, I think. Hold on. Let me. It doesn't say the date, I think, for Payback. Okay. So this next DVD I have is I have 2 of the Superstar Collection DVDs, Cena and Mysterio. Well, Cena has Cena vs. Chris Jericho at Armageddon, December 14, 2008. John Cena vs. Triple H vs. Shawn Michaels in Survivor Series, November 22nd, 2009. John Cena vs. Randy Orton on the Slammy Wars, wow, same date, December 14, 2009 on Raw. John Cena vs. John Morrison vs. The Miz in a triple threat steel cage match for the WWE Championship in Extreme Rules, May 1st, 2011. But yeah, there was a Superstar of the Year match, Cena vs. Orton. That's good. And then Mysterio has Chris Jericho versus Rey Mysterio in The Bash, June 28, 2009. Rey Mysterio versus Dolph Ziggler, Night of Champions, July 26, 2009. But actually, Night of Champions is usually on September. SmackDown, Rey Mysterio versus Batista in a #1 contenders steel cage match. Well, in the Mysterio vs. Jericho, if Rey Mysterio lost, he'll be unmasked forever, but Rey Mysterio did win. And Rey Mysterio vs. Batista on SmackDown on January 15, 2010. And Rey Mysterio joins the SES vs. CM Punk's hair. Rey Mysterio vs. CM Punk at Over the Limit, May 23, 2010. So if Rey Mysterio won, CM Punk will be shaved. Now that'll be good. But I feel like CM Punk now, so don't worry about that. Royal Rumble 2011. So this is in this match, the Royal Rumble is the biggest Royal Rumble ever. And yes, the Superstar Collection, they don't have any special features. Oh, by the way, the winner for the Royal Rumble in this DVD was Alberto Del Rio. There was The Miz versus Randy Orton. Miz won. Edge versus Dolph Ziggler. And then there's a Fatal 4-Way match for the Divas Championship. Natalya, Layla, Michelle, Nicole, and Eve. Special features are Todd Grisham interviews Eve and Alberto Del Rio's Royal Rumble celebration on Raw. Okay, I got 2 more DVDs. The 50 greatest WWE finishers of all time. This is a 3-disc set, and all 3 of the discs include something. The first disc includes all the finishers. The second includes some matches from the 80s to 90s, and then the disc 3 has matches from 2000s. So, in disc 3 there was The Rock and Chris Jericho versus Stone Cold Steve Austin and Kurt Angle. And there was also there was also a six-pack elimination match for the WWE Championship. Cena versus Sheamus versus Randy Orton versus Edge versus Chris Jericho and Wade Barrett. And yes, Randy Orton won that match. And there was also a fatal four-way match for the World Heavyweight Championship. Undertaker versus Mysterio versus CM Punk versus Batista. And there was also The Rock versus Goldberg at Backlash 2003. And there was Lita versus Trish Stratus in a women's championship match. And that's pretty good. And there was also Evolution in a match. And Brock Lesnar was in a match also. My last DVD I have is, it's the Greatest Raw Moments DVD. It's 3 discs. It has 2 discs including the moments, 50 moments. Then the 3rd disc includes the entire 1000th episode of Monday Night Raw on July 23rd, 2012. So that is pretty much all my DVDs, and I hope you guys have a wonderful new year. Make your New Year's resolutions or absolutions. Alright, so I'll see you, and subscribe. Bye-bye.